What's up, guys? It's your boy Tuglo, and today I wanted to talk to y'all about Fate Apocrypha, episode 5. Now, this week's episode, it was kind of pushing the story for Jeanne d'Arc. Out of those three paths that I was telling y'all about, where Black Faction, Red Faction, and then the Jeanne d'Arc faction. We'll go with that. That kind of... the Black faction went up forward, the Red kind of stayed in the back, and then we're pushing in Jeanne d'Arc, I believe next week, from what we thankfully got a trailer or a teaser for next week's video. It kind of was pushing towards the Red faction, so that was really cool. Now, something that I really did enjoy was, obviously, Jeanne d'Arc, bae and fine as hell. So it was really cool that, she had the whole Black faction. She had the squad, she was getting squatted up on, and she stood there and she was like, hold on, she was like, she was like, I'm gonna stand my ground. She's like, y'all get these hands, get this spear, this lance up that ass, boy. She said, I'll whoop that ass. You try and mess with the homunculus. So that was really cool. She stood her ground, and basically she was straight. She was straight. So that was something that was really cool. There was probably zero action from this week's episode as far as what I can remember. We saw, I believe, Astolfo. We saw him get punished, which, slap on the wrist, and then, let him out come sunrise. So, that saying that Vlad said, he said, why... now, I'm going to butcher this. He said something to the effect of, why crucify somebody who's not going to repent? And I was like, damn, that's really good. That was really good. So I like that. Jeanne d'Arc's vision, that's something that we got to talk about. You see, we all saw Sig, as the homunculus wants to be called, Sig, which that's really cool that he took up that name to, never forget, that Siegfried gave his heart, to the homunculus. So Sig, in that vision, we see this man, kind of on a battlefield, bloody as hell. And I'm kind of curious, is this dude, is he gonna, fuck some shit up? Is he gonna win the Greater Holy Grail War for, the Black faction? Is he just gonna win it for himself? I don't know. So that's something that I'm really excited to see. I really want to see where they're gonna take this. As far as the Red faction goes, Emiya Kotomine coming out with a bang saying, hey man, I gotta tell y'all something. And, because I gave y'all the W, let's go ahead and stick to our agreement and give me all y'all's command seals. And I was like, bruh, what? So that was really crazy. I'm really looking forward towards next week's episode. But I do kind of have to just semi sort of bash the anime. And now, as much as I love the Fate series, the one thing that I've heard about, or that people from my Discord have been telling me, is that I guess it's the manga or the light novel or whatever it may be, it's taking a different path, or the anime is taking a different path from the light novel or the manga, and it's taking a different path. It's kind of switching some things up, changing some things, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse, but a lot of the feedback that I've seen is it's not really for the better. So I'm kind of curious. I haven't read it, so I don't know. I only know what the anime has shown me. So that's something that, if the readers are kind of like, oh, it's not that good, I'm really hoping that, it takes, one hard left and then it takes another hard, right and gets back on track or something. I really hope that, it lives up to the hype that I'm giving it, personally. And next week, another huge thing that I got to talk about. Jack the Ripper. Bruh, that scene where Jack the Ripper is just chilling. And then he was like, yeah, they can't really sense me. I can basically go in you know, my presence will be undetected. But as for you, I'm kind of worried about you. And I was kind of like, damn, that's pretty cool. Because then the next scene, Jack the Ripper was just laying on there, just laying on that. I think it was the mom or whoever, some female, just laying on him, just like, and I was just like, lucky bastard, lucky bastard. So it's gonna be really cool to see what happens next week. We have seen that apparently they're obviously assassinating people, and I believe the red and black faction, I know the black faction is gonna try to stop it. At least that's what it's been implied, that the black faction is going to try to stop it. As far as the red faction goes, I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with that. The red faction could probably try to stop the black faction to let Jack the Ripper go on a rampage and basically, go fuck shit up in the black faction territory. They could also try to stop Jack the Ripper, maybe team up, stop Jack, and then go on about their business. I really don't know. So this is we got a lot of things that we got to look forward to. Even from, episodes 1 through 4, they're building up so much. But, if you just build the whole time and then you never make the actual house that, you've been planning this foundation for, like, you just gonna have an empty foundation and we just gonna get rained on if we try to stay in that house, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get some good stuff coming up next week. But I'm kind of curious to see what y'all think about Jeanne d'Arc's vision. What do y'all think about Jack the Ripper? Are the red and black faction going to team up? Are they just going to go separate ways and the black just tries to stop Jack? Or the red tries to stop Jack? What do y'all think is going to happen next week? And what did y'all think about this week's episode? I'm really curious to hear what you got to say. But as far as I'm concerned, the fat lady's singing, the bells are ringing, and that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Go check out the description box down below. Become a patron at my patreon.com/Tuglow. Help the dream become a reality. And if you haven't, join my Discord server. I'd love to have you there. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until the next one, peace out.